Made a New Year's resolution that I'm going to read one book this year. I haven't read a book since fifth grade. Okay, from front to back. I have not read an entire book since fifth grade. Now, are you counting like I Spy books or Where's Waldo?
This is the Woody and Jim Show podcast, a daily recap of everything you missed.
This morning's Gender Wars was so odd, so unhinged, so off kilter. There was laughter, there was tears, there was swearing.
There was censoring.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. We got to play it again for you.
Exactly. So this is what happened about an hour and 20 minutes ago.
It's time for men and women to answer questions for Gender Wars.
All right, our contestants for our telephone pillow fight are for the ladies in the audience. Heather in Nashville. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Heather, we hear that you have everybody in the office trying to get in so you could play. What, you want to give your off?
We do, and I also bring in my daughter's cell phone sometimes to double try.
Oh,
wow.
It worked for you. You want to give the office a shout out?
I do. We work for Trio Community Meals, so we deliver Meals on Wheels.
Excellent.
Nice.
Yeah, we're awesome.
Thanks for what you do for the community. That's awesome. Yeah, very cool.
I know. I mean, obviously, I always pat myself on the back. So.
Don't break your arm doing that. For the guys, we have Eric in Thompson Station. Hello, Eric.
What do you look?
Hello.
Hello.
All right, Eric. Great to have you. Sorry, Heather took up so much time. We have no time to get to know you whatsoever. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Let's do our Get Acquainted question. Starting with you, Eric. If you could have an extra body part, what would you want?
I guess another arm, as I have two little kids, and they're always both wanting to play with me at the same time, so an extra arm could come in handy.
Oh, yeah. And you have that third arm to use the remote control. Yeah, that's good.
Right, or the game controller. Heather, what about you? If you could have an extra body part, what would you want?
Zach had to prep me on what I'm allowed and not allowed to say. If I were a male and I had male genitalia, I would want a second, just so I could everything.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
All right,
Heather.
All right, Heather.
Heather is unhinged.
Heather.
We're gonna have to put you back in your cage, Heather.
I mean, we love you, but just settle down.
But watch your potty mouth.
Okay. All right.
You kiss your mom with that?
I'm down south.
All right.
That's all right. Let's play our game.
Let's get the questions going. You each get a screw.
Heather, multiple choice. Is Castle Grayskull seen on Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, or He-Man Masters of the Universe?
Lord of the Rings?
No. He-Man Master of the Universe.
Okay.
Who watches that?
Right, watch out when you don't get it right.
Yeah.
With the words you say.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I'm
It's all
gonna
right.
be, blocked from Gender Wars.
No, we still love you.
It's Eric's turn.
Eric, is Whip Shots a brand of alcoholic whipped cream owned by Cardi B, Taylor Swift, or Bethany Frankel?
Seems like something maybe Cardi B might be behind.
Cardi B.
You are correct.
Yes.
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
you're good.
Thank you.
Sucking up, trying to get points. All right.
All right, Heather, you got to bounce back.
Get my video, FYI.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Let's bounce back with a correct answer here, Heather. What athletic shoe company uses the slogan, "Just do it"?
Nike.
Nike.
Nike, that was
You're
quick.
back in it. Good job.
All right. 1-1.
I'm good.
Time for Eric. Could take the lead again. Let's see.
All right, Eric, what type of beauty products are made by Madison Reed?
Ooh, I could guess, but I'm going to use the screw instead.
Okay. Heather, he hopes you don't know this.
Heather, do you know what type of beauty products are made by Madison Reed?
Skincare.
No.
It's hair color.
Little higher up on your face.
It's dye.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. I go to a stylist, so I don't know.
Okay.
Humble brag. Very
She's
good.
fancy.
You let the stylist do all
That's
this
right.
thinking. Okay, well, it's 2-1. Eric's in the lead. Heather, you need this one to keep going.
All right, Heather.
Isn't it 2-0?
No, she got one right.
She got Nike
She got
right.
Nike.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
My bad.
relax.
Don't be a sore winner, Eric.
Yeah, relax. Game's not over yet.
This is
Okay.
wild. No,
Wow.
she has a chance here. Let
Now I
Heather.
have to get this right.
Let Heather
It's
tie
like
it.
some sort of wrestling cage match going on here. All right, Heather, you
will
got to
take
get this one right to stay in it, okay? So listen carefully. The most coveted cigars in the world are made in what country?
Cuba.
Cuba! All right, good
That's
job.
right.
It's tied.
It's a tie.
Eric, if you get this right, you win. If you don't, we go to overtime.
All right.
I'm kind of hoping for overtime because I have no idea what's going to happen.
I'm
Yes.
scared.
But let's see.
We're excited about the unknown.
Eric, old school reality shows Laguna Beach and The Hills were seen on what cable channel?
MTV.
MTV.
And Eric,
Heather!
you have won the contest, but Heather, you have won our hearts and souls.
Woody and Jim in the morning on 107.5 The River.
Pretty much all week, the entire nation has been sending out prayers and good vibes to Damar Hamlin, the defensive back from the Buffalo Bills, who had a cardiac arrest on the field on Monday.
Yeah.
So scary.
And yeah, his heart stopped. They were able to administer CPR right away, and that's what saved his life. The NFL, by the way, has announced that they will not make up the game that they postponed.
Good.
because-
His life is more
Yeah.
important than any game.
Yeah, but that's also both teams are in the playoffs, so winning
So it
or
doesn't
losing
really
wouldn't
matter.
affect anything.
But it's going to
But
affect other teams, but that's okay.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
guess-
the happy
yeah.
story.
He's still on a ventilator. Of course, he's getting oxygen, but he is awake. He opens his eyes. He's able to speak through, writing notes. First thing he asked when he woke up and realized where he was, who won the game?
That's a player. It's a competitor.
And the doctor said, you won the game of life.
Stop
Isn't that
it.
sweet?
That's
I mean,
very sweet.
That's like out of a
Really,
movie.
that's really sweet.
Oh.
So continue to, I guess the Bills began practice again yesterday, all with just a feeling of relief that
That's
he's going to be
so
okay.
I'm so glad that
Yeah.
he's doing so much better. Because it was touch and go there for
Yeah.
a minute. Like 10
So
minutes of
serious.
CPR on the field.
yeah.
Had to revive him again at the hospital. But now he's awake.
That's right.
You know what else makes me happy about this story? In a time when, the whole country focuses usually on, bad things or arguing, everybody in the country, even people who don't even follow sports,
Oh, yeah.
got together and all, showed concern for somebody, getting through and surviving.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's great.
Yeah. So continued, success. And, he's getting better every day.
Good.
Some players from the Minnesota Vikings, they weren't even at that game. It was the Bills versus the Bengals. But
Right.
Harrison Phillips and Pat Jones used to play with Damar Hamlin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they, of course, are friends with him and were so concerned they didn't know what to do. So they have been buying food and meals for the hospital staff in Cincinnati
Nice.
that are taking care of Damar Hamlin.
That just gave me goosebumps all
That's
over my
cool.
body.
Yeah, breakfast, lunch, dinner from different places, ordering them, bringing them in for tons of people.
It's things that you don't even think about that go a long way.
Oh, yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
they need to eat. They're taking care of him nonstop.
Right.
Yeah.
We got to take
And-
care of our healthcare workers.
and they just wanted to do something.
Awesome. That's what's making us happy this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River. Fan Fiction Friday!
We take fan fiction from the dark web, and we like to reenact it for you.
Yes. A lot of people write fan fiction about some of their favorite people, celebrities and whatnot, and they always insert themselves into the story.
Yes.
Which is always very fascinating.
And this sounds like a young boy who has a crush on Netflix's superstar, Wednesday Addams.
No.
Oh.
Ricky is out sick today, so Jim has volunteered to play the part of Wednesday Addams.
I'll be the girl.
and Zach, you will be the boy who is seeking her attention.
Oh, I
and
have a
affection.
crush on Jim. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
well,
All right, let's
now it's
not-
creepy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let us begin. I will be your narrator. As I stood at the edge of the crowded school cafeteria, nervously watching Wednesday Addams, I sat alone, like she sat alone, like she wants to. I had been in love with her for as long as I could remember. I knew I had to find a way to get closer to her. She doesn't snap, except the necks of the bullies. I had no idea how to woo a girl like Wednesday, but I was determined to try to hold her hand. Would it be warm, or would it be dead cold? As I watched her from across the cafeteria, I couldn't help but feel my heart race. She was so beautiful with her long black hair and dark, mysterious eyes. I knew I had to find a way to talk to her. So I gathered up all my courage. I walked over to her table. She looked at me as I approached, and I could feel my face flush with embarrassment and emotion. But I forced myself to keep going, even though I was terrified. Maybe terror turns her on.
Wednesday?
I stammered.
I just wanted to say that I think you're really pretty. And I know this might sound weird, but I think I might have a little bit of a crush on you.
Wednesday looked at me for a moment, her expression unreadable and unblinkable. And then, to my surprise, she smiled.
That doesn't sound weird at all.
She said.
I think I might have a little bit of a crush on you, too.
Ew. I felt my heart skip a beat at her words. Could it be possible that she felt the same way about me? I could hardly believe it, but I knew I had to find out.
Would you like to go out with me?
I asked, my voice shaking with nerves.
We could go to a movie or just take a walk in the park. You could kick the butt of the other boys that bully me, whatever you like.
Wednesday grinned at me.
I'd love to,
she said.
Let's go out. I'll take those bullies out first, though.
With that, my dream of being with Wednesday Addams finally came true. As we walked out of the cafeteria together, I knew I had finally found my soulmate.
Oh my God.
Scene! Wow.
The drama
well
and
done,
the love
everyone.
affair.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if everybody's hearts were racing like mine, but wow.
We will do some more fan fiction coming up at about 8 o'clock.
You know I don't like to spend a lot of money unnecessarily.
We know,
Never
Frugal
noticed
Jim.
that, Jim.
That's why I said, you know. So this Christmas season, past one, my wife Jen put on her Christmas list, and it, like, actually I was with her as she was putting this like on her list, right? Mm-hmm. And she said, I really like these boots. I think these boots are great. I could wear them for like casual stuff. I could wear them for kind of like slightly dressy things, like out to dinner.
It's an anytime boot.
She goes, oh, but they're too expensive, so I don't. I'm going to put them on there, but I don't think you should get them. You know, which is, you know, of course.
Which is her way of saying you better buy these for me.
Yeah, you know, actually she wasn't, but I was like, of course, if they're going to make you happy and you really like them, that's like I'm getting those for Christmas for you, right? But I didn't say that out loud because we still, you know, try to keep it a secret,
a little mystery. Yeah.
So I go to the website and I find the boots, and I think it's like Stegman boots.
They're cute. Yeah. You showed them to me. They're very nice, cute. Right?
So I go to check out, and there's like an extra option for like $5. You can have the boots come to your house in a box that is unbranded.
Oh, okay.
Because she would get the mail before I saw it. And if she saw that it was, oh, here's the thing from Stegman Boots, she knows exactly what she's getting.
Right. But if it's blank, she has no idea.
Right. So I spent the extra $5.
Yeah.
And it shows up in a completely blank cardboard box. Okay. I'm thinking.
Okay, so far, so good.
Like from a distance, I'm going, all right, it worked.
Yeah.
And then as I got closer to it, I see that the tape that they sealed the box with says Stegman with a big picture of a boot repeating on the tape.
No.
Well,
yes.
See, for $5, they did fulfill the promise of a box that didn't have anything on it. They didn't say anything about the tape.
The tape?
Yeah, they didn't lie to you.
For an extra $10, we won't put our tape on it.
Why don't you just put a sign on it that says, these are boots?
Here's your Christmas present, Jen. That's what it should have said.
Yeah, she handed it to me and just went, I wonder what these are.
I mean, I will say they didn't lie to you.
No.
You got a clear box.
But yeah. Like with American politics, they just kind of bended the truth a little bit.
Yeah.
And by the time you find out, it's too late.
Zach, what you got for us?
Prince Harry has his tell-all book coming out on Tuesday called Spare, and there is some TMI coming out from the book already.
Really?
I
didn't expect it, and stuff to get like detailed.
Oh,
like physically.
Oh, it's physically detailed. I will tell you
there's
that.
Some spicy stuff.
All right.
So apparently in the book, he decides to reveal that he was snipped as a baby.
Okay.
That there were rumors that his mom it was forbidden by his mom, and he said all of those stories were false. I was snipped as a baby.
Okay.
While still talking about his genitalia, we must talk about the fact that
it's an entire chapter devoted to my genitalia.
All right.
Prince Harry revealed that he was suffering frostbite in that area during Prince William and Kate's wedding. That he was standing...
He had frostbite on that area?
Yes, that he was standing next to Prince William at his wedding with frostbite on his face and on his male parts. His what?
Just keep continuing.
Just keep going.
Apparently, it happened during like a 200-mile expedition to the North Pole in March 2011.
Oh, okay.
That he got frostbite there. I guess also in the book, he talks about his very first time having Bounching a Wow Wow time with an older, quote-unquote, cowgirl.
It was Tanya Tucker.
Wow.
He then went on to talk trash about some other royal family members. He called his stepmother, Camilla, evil. He called his brother, Prince William, the arch nemesis.
Well, you're funny. Like yesterday, I think you mentioned that Prince Harry had said he'd like to reconcile with Prince William or whatever. Prince William. And now it's like, I don't think that's going to happen.
No. He said multiple times that he wanted to reconcile with Prince William and King Charles, and now it's like...
Oh, yeah.
The gloves are off.
He's burning those bridges.
Yeah, so I'm interested. I made a New Year's resolution that I'm going to read one book this year. I haven't read a book since 5th grade. Okay, from front to back. I have not read an entire book since 5th grade. Now,
are you counting like I Spy books or Where's Waldo?
I think I'm going to start with this book. With Prince Harry's book.
This is good because I think this is better than the Captain Underpants book you had picked up.
Right.
Exactly.
So this is good.
And the subject matter in the Prince Harry book, maybe it'll be a pop-up book.
Oh, Woody.
Sorry, it was a joke. It was I had to say it.
I would like to say I'm shocked that you said that, but I'm not.
No,
I'm not shocked whatsoever.
Not at all.
So, yeah, maybe I'll start with the Prince Harry book. We'll see how far I actually make it. I have faith in myself.
You can do
Believe in yourself, Zach.
It comes out in a couple of days, right?
Comes out on Tuesday.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so if you want to see all of the TMI details that have already been leaked, you can. They're all up on the website at 1075theriver.com. It's a lot. I'm forewarning you. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Zach's year of riff reading is fundamental. Come on. I love this. I like the new Zach. Literate Zach is my favorite.
Literate Zach. 1075 The River with Woody and Jim in the morning. Thanks for tuning in. It's 2023. 100 years ago, in the year 1923, back when Bart Durham was just a teenager, psychics sat down and made predictions of what the world would be like in 100 years.
Let's see if they were right.
Okay.
Let's check them off.
A couple of them are kind of accurate, but a lot of them are just ridiculous.
Okay.
They said that one thing is true is that constant airline traffic would be constant. And that is pretty much what's going on right now. Except for Southwest, who won't let you go in the air. Anyway, one of the ones that are kind of funny, here's the predictions from 100 years ago from psychics. People will work a maximum of 4 hours a day.
LOL at you, bro.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. No ugly people. Everyone will be so beautiful. They predicted that they will not have beauty pageants because it'll be almost impossible to choose a winner because everyone is so damn good looking.
Are these people like Nazis?
That's amazing.
That's weird.
Also, they said that women would paint their teeth black to be fashionable.
Oh. Okay. I mean, no.
Were they also witches? I don't know. This is weird.
What an interesting idea of what 100 years in the future is going to look like.
They also predicted that we'd be able to speak telepathically to babies. And gasoline would be replaced by radio waves. So if your car could run just by cranking up the radio.
Yeah, crank us up. See if you get better gas mileage.
Yeah.
Louder means faster.
Yeah.
And they also predicted that homes would not have kitchens anymore. And that's kind of true because we just rely on Uber Eats and DoorDash.
Yeah.
You don't need to do anything.
Exactly.
So there it is.
All right, so we'll give them partial credit on the predictions for the future.
trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark's Pen Real Estate. This week in Las Vegas, they had the Consumer Electronics Show where they kind of show off some of their new inventions and things, innovations and things like that.
It's always interesting.
This week, they debuted a toilet sensor that analyzes your pee.
What does it tell you about your pee? Like, hey, drink more water?
Some helpful suggestion, like
Probably.
Yeah.
Cut back on the pixie sticks. BMW has a color-changing car.
I've heard about that. I want to see that.
Yeah, I want to see what that looks like. There is a self-driving baby stroller. I can't see that going bad at all.
That's great. The baby won't sleep. Put it in the stroller out in the cul-de-sac. Let it run around for a minute.
Earlier in the week, we mentioned that there's a oven that Samsung came out that you can live stream your food being cooked.
Stupid.
And there's also a anti-anxiety pillow that breathes like it's alive.
That would give me anxiety.
That would freak me out.
Maybe they've created a problem that didn't need to be solved
Exactly.
there.
Yeah.
This could be useful. They said there's a locker that will deodorize your smelly gym clothes in 37 seconds.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So you don't want that smell.
No.
Zach, what you got?
So Delta Airlines has decided that they're going to give free Wi-Fi to all passengers. You know when you're on Southwest and you can get free texting? Mm-hmm. Well, Delta decided they didn't want to do just base level service. So they wanted it to be a transformative for the entire onboard experience. So whenever you now fly a Delta flight, whether it be regional or international, starting February 1st, you have free Wi-Fi. So you can text, you can watch movies, you can do whatever you need to do, work, whatever it is, all on the plane.
So that's great. After last weekend, I'm sure the airlines are really getting around to sucking up to us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Delta's the highest rated these days.
Yeah.
And they're the most expensive. I would expect good Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Hello. Jim, what you got?
Nashville Predators goalie UC Saros made history last night. It was an amazing game. They beat one of the best teams in the NHL, the Carolina Hurricanes, 5-3.
Yeah, they did.
But here's the thing. Carolina was absolutely blasting shot after shot against UC Saros. UC Saros set a franchise record. He faced 67 shots on goal.
That's a lot in one game.
An average game is 30 maybe.
Yeah.
This is huge.
67 shots.
Wow.
And they were difficult shots.
He's
and
a superstar.
He stopped 64 of them for the 5-3 victory. And this all comes hours after he found out he made the All-Star team.
Oh, sweet.
Yay, he's the best.
I mean, after a rough start, the Preds are actually starting to get it together
They
now.
really
which is
are.
Good. Yeah.
And UC Saros, man, he is one of the reasons. They haven't had a goalie make more than 60 saves in the league in over 21 years.
That's wild to think about.
He was just that amazing.
Right.
So, we love you, Juice.
It is Fan Fiction Friday, and the following fan fiction has to be done by a lady. So Ricky's out today, and none of the rest of us are ladies. So we have Sheila, who has volunteered to be our girl actress. Hi, Sheila.
Hi.
Welcome to Fan Fiction Friday.
Yes.
So we texted you the script, and we're going to rely on your acting ability to read for us dramatically this fan fiction about somebody from the TV show The Office.
Okay, you have your script. Are you ready to flex your acting muscles?
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. And begin. Action.
Dwight Shrute is a hard-working man who knows how to sell his paper products, how to run his beet farm, and how to get my overs excited.
Ooh.
He spends most of his weekends tending to the farm. Nothing beats beets, he would say. Despite his busy schedule, Dwight always made time to talk to the woman he loved, me. I was Dwight's assistant at Dunder Mifflin. But I also so much more to him. I am the love of his life, and he couldn't imagine conquering a day without an assistant manager without me. One night after work, Dwight decided to surprise me with a romantic dinner at his beet farm. As the sun set behind the rows of beets, Dwight set the table with homemade candles. He made them with the wax from the beets he kept in his bedroom.
Oh.
A delicious meal of roast beef and roast beets, my favorite. When I arrived, Dwight took my hand and led me to this table. As we sat down to eat, Dwight gazed into my eyes with his oddly shaped head, and knew he wanted to spend the rest of his life with me. He took my hand and asked me to marry him, and to his delight, I said yes. From that day on, Dwight and I were the happiest couple on that beet farm.
Nothing beats beets.
And scene. Well done, Sheila.
Give it up for Sheila.
Sheila.
The most romantic root vegetable story there's ever been written.
Oh, you did a great job.
Well done.
I love it.
Thank you.
Do you have an accent, or was that part of your acting?
Oh, that was all part of the acting, of course.
Oh, wow.
Nicely
You're
done.
a professional, girl.
Oh.
You got my ovaries going.
And Zach's oddly shaped head
Yeah.
is just loving it.
Sheila, hold on. We'll fix you up with some sort of gift for being our
Yeah.
actress this
Yes.
morning, all right?
Thank you for being
That was
part of
awesome. Thank you so much.
1075 The River. Thanks for tuning in. If you're looking to start a relationship, there's a 3-hour window you might be interested in.
this weekend.
3 hours where you could find someone.
Sunday night between 7 and 10 p.m.
Uh-huh.
is the busiest online dating app time of the year.
I wonder why.
This weekend is the biggest one.
They say, after New Year's,
Yeah.
the very first
Holiday's
Sunday
over.
after New Year's, people have decided that they're going to, get a relationship going.
Uh-huh.
And I guess according to, I think, Bumble, they said a third of people in the last 2 years have either gotten divorced or went through a breakup with a big significant other.
Right.
I mean, that kind of makes sense because if you think about spending the holidays with your significant other's family, then you're like, I'm out. Or if you were thinking about doing it before the holidays, you don't want to look like a jerk of breaking up before Thanksgiving or Christmas. So you wait till after the holidays are over.
New Year's resolutions, you look at it, you go okay, is my life where I want it to be? Is
Right.
this the person I wanted to be with?
Yeah.
And maybe you break things off.
So Sunday from 7 to 10
yeah.
7 to 10
is Rebound Central.
exactly. Pretty much. They say
You play the role of Pete Davidson. Be the rebound this Sunday. I'm here for it.
Pete Davidson can only date so many people, so yeah, somebody's got to step in to help.
Yeah.
There's only one Pete Davidson, but there's a lot of other people.
You can LARP as Pete Davidson this Sunday from 7 to 10 on dating apps.
I heard, oh my God,
It's Pete Davidson cosplay. I love it.
I heard the worst. Tell me if this is the worst, way to start a conversation with somebody that you see on a dating app. Is that you message them and you label it like admin, and then it says, we have been informed that you may be a person using a model's picture as your profile.
Oh.
Yo, that's
this
so
is not
cheesy.
allowed. And then I don't know. To me, that sounds really cheesy.
Yeah.
If I got that message on a dating app, I would immediately be like, delete.
Oh yeah.
But
if
they
I see
pretend-
something that says admin, I did leave it.
True.
Thanks for listening to and recommending the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Listen to Woody and Jim in real time every weekday morning on 1075 The River, Nashville, or live on the iHeartRadio app.